Welcome to Takshashila Gurukul channel. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe immediately, press the bell button and write your comments and feedback. Share with your friends as much as possible. We provide online Kundalini Raja Yoga initiation and Kundali activation in 6 months.
17. Bhakti Yoga Instructions. Vyagravasana told Nanda that he had a heart-rending passion, and he taught him the Bhakti Yoga within the Veda Dagra. Shiva, dressed in the skin of a tiger, raised his hand to his son Shanmukha and told him the Bhakti Yoga that was at the top of the Veda. Shanmukha, afraid, folded his hands and bowed down to Nanjundeshwara in fear and devotion, saying, Kanjaridhara, Chandradhara, tell me the yoga of bhakti. I am afraid to ask you, the god of gods. Having said this, Shiva said to Kanda, why are you afraid of wanting liberation? One who smells of filth should be afraid, and why should you fear the one who is the Lord of the universe? Ask whatever you want, and I will tell you that. O Tarala, it is not free to tell this matter to those who are averse to the principles, to those who are active in action, and to those who hear the principles from the past, to the wicked who are averse to them. What is devotion? He who worships Brahma through the previously mentioned yogas becomes Brahma himself. Although at first the devotee may show a difference in the path of virtue, the devotee who worships Brahma like the justice of the insect, finally becomes the real form of the undefiled self through devotion. 4. To chant my name constantly and praise my highest qualities, to listen to my story and meditate on it, to worship me in my image and to think of me as a mother, this is considered devotion. All that is offered to me, that is enjoyed meditating on my image, that is forgotten in that is in the company of devotees who listen to the descriptions of my manhood, this alone is called devotion. 6. Bhakti Yoga. This is the method of attaining liberation. For this yoga, one must attain the 8 limbs. They are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dhyan, Dharana and Samadhi. Bhakti Yoga is when the seeker becomes a man, brave, does not think of anything that is his own, is free from attachment and is content with everything. This is the harvest of happiness, the crop of nectar, the home to be gained, the fruit of satisfaction to be tasted. Bhakti Yoga is the path to the bliss of the lost. In the Sindhu, Bodharasa Lahari, and Vedashira, the height of devotion has been revealed. O Durjananda, believe that devotional yoga is the source of great liberation. One should adopt the 4 tools of wisdom, non-violence, and detachment. In the beginning, one should observe the Yama rules and practice the 8 yogas. One should take the path of liberation with the grace of the Guru. One should be silent in the face of arguments. One should be in solitude with the wisdom of that. One should sit in the Siddha Padmasana and close one's eyes and remember the 5-faced Supreme Being in the heart. One should be delighted when one remembers the beloved 5-faced idol. O wise one, listen to me explain the characteristics of the pure and true idol. 11. The characteristics of the idol that the devotee remembers: 10 arms shining like crystal, a poisonous neck, an earring, a garland of garlands hanging on the chest, a resplendent Bhagirathi on the forehead, a Mishti moon on the head, Ravi, Shashi, and Agni on the forehead, 3 eyes, a golden-colored garment, Himambara, radiant cheeks, ringlets shining on the forehead, a sparkling neck, 3 lines on the neck, luminous cheeks, a beautiful swirling navel, and a black amber covering the body. In the cave, the idol of Shiva shining with so many radiances should be remembered in the mind. A smile, a pleasant face, a nose like a sampanam, eyes like fish, feet like lotus leaves, hands that are safe from harm, a kind glance, a graceful appearance, a sound speech, a body that has been burnt by lust and is covered with ashes, a tiger's skin on the body, a divine image of mercy, the Lord of Uma, the Lord of the 3 worlds, should be remembered in the cave, in the mind. In the hands of that Pashupati, one should remember the 5 arrows of Kapala, Ashoka, and Aravinda, limbs equal to 1,000 crores of lightning, the art of yoga that surpasses crores of moons, the garland of Rudra chanting, and in addition to all this, in the undefiled hand, one should hold a trident, conch, sword, dhamma, moon weapon, and pinaka, Rudra bow, and one should remember Parashiva, who shines with the radiance of a billion sun rays. He is the God of gods, the Lord of demons and mortals. The humble protector, the devotee, should close his eyes and remember the sacred image. One should constantly praise the auspicious image of the Lord, who has half-closed eyes, who pours out the nectar of mercy, who is the embodiment of the teaching of the principle of the formation of a smile, who is like a tree of dreams to the desire of the yogis. Listen, O son, the devotee should remember in the lotus of his heart that Almighty, who, like a mother to a calf, instantly grants the requests of the devotees with compassion and is eager to protect the supreme devotees. 22. The fruit of meditation and retention. By contemplating the image of Mangala Mohan in this blissful solitude, the devotee's external worries disappear through the power of meditation and endless happiness is retained in the heart. How can a devotee who is locked in such happiness have the sorrow of birth and death? Okay, listen now to the happiness that is enjoyed without external objects as a sacrifice of retention. Happiness that is a billion times greater than the happiness that is obtained by eating milk, curd, butter, ghee, honey, and nectar is obtained by meditation alone on that Parashiva. Like a cast statue, that melodious image adorns the devotee. Seeing it, the mental delusions melt away. Intolerable doubts disappear. Just as a tree of illusion forgets the external world by the fragrance of a flower, so a great man immersed in the devotional delights of Shiva's feet is not deluded by worldly, impermanent pleasures. My son, I am the Supreme Soul. The aggregates and aggregates describe my pure form in various ways with the splendor of speech. I am Rudra, and I descend to the earth wearing the five-faced robe. Both the qualities and the non-qualities are my form. I am the uncreated and the real Brahman. Even if you try to distinguish between me and your soul, there is no difference. I am the soul of all, immovable and eternal. I am not other than you. In the meditation of the Shivamurti, the devotee's mind is rooted, melted to the ground, and is absorbed in another thing without blinking. Then the body is forgotten, excitement arises. A voice of the voice is created. You are filled with the bliss of devotion to the Lord. When you sleep, when you lie down, when you stand, when you talk, when you listen to the teachings, when you close your eyes with sleep, when you eat, when you have a toothpick in your hand, when you eat, when you wash your face, when you bathe, when you speak beautifully, when you recite the Vara mantra, when you sing hymns, you remain in unsurpassed happiness. When you stand in the trees of awareness, when you step forward, when you play, when you look at things, when you fear, when you are afraid, when you are in the fire, when you are in the wind, when you are in the air, in the heat of the sun, rain, fog, in the joy of the world, in the pain of illness, in the time of death, in the practice of yoga, meditate on the form of Shiva, which is free from birth and death. 33. Where is Shiva? Shiva is everywhere, in stones and logs, in grass and thorns, in fruits and nuts, leaves and vines, in trees and mountains, in foxes, wolves, tigers and gazelles, in all animals. Know that the one true one is Shiva. Know that Shiva is present in horses, elephants, mammoths, milk and ghee, women, curds, mud, animals and birds, the world, the worldly houses and forests, in all the elements of life. In the form of beauty, in the darkness and light, in the pure and impure conduct, in the idol, in the lamp, in the incense, in the urn, in the various kinds of kumbhas, vessels. In the mind, in silence, in the dignity of the mind, in the meditation of Om, in the good deeds performed with the hands, feet, nose and mouth, in women, in the vagina from which one was born, in the river, forest, cloud, lightning, etc., one should observe Shiva as Shiva. In the stars like Indra, Pannaga, Kinas, Yakshas, Asuras, Navagraha, Ashwani, the sun and moon, Lakshmi, Saraswati, Brahma and Vishnu, one should contemplate that Shiva is present. 38. The vision of Shiva is the vision of equality. One who knows the law and justice, one who understands, mediator, the virtuous, the saints, enemies, friends, the virtuous, and sinners. Seeing them, knowing that they are the Supreme Soul, and fearing that they are all inactive forms of Shiva, is Bhakti Yoga. Seeing all with equanimity, believing that Shiva is truly present in all castes, such as donkey traders, merchants, Shudras, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, shepherds, potters, hunters, etc., is Bhakti Yoga. One should pay homage to the shards and bones that fall on the path. One should bow to the donkeys, dogs, pigs, and insects. One should know that, when an animal comes to the street, it is the owner of the animal, and bow down. One should forget the one who argues. One should know that the earth is the house of God. One should know that the various sounds, forms, food, and offerings on the earth are all forms of Shiva and offer them to Shiva. The mind should not stand still in anything else and should be fixed in Shiva day and night. Knowing that everything that appears within and without is the supreme and immersed in the saradhi of devotion, the devotee becomes intoxicated. The yogi meditates on the idol daily, so that the same idol appears within and without. How that idol is, with shining 10 arms, sparkling cheeks, eyes on the forehead, dusty complexion, round garlands on the neck and Parvati on the thighs, the yogis can see the auspicious idol by its radiance. The state of the devotee, original verses, forgetting the worries of the body, standing in the feet of the body, the bull, Vahan Charana Saroja Devoteya Raza Dilolyadi, Mahabhavabe has disappeared, Va, Ruhu Vinitravu asterisk without any doubt, Shiva is himself 246 seeing the image of the soul, the body is forgotten. He shines as a statue that is being worshipped, the image is in a state of bliss, he is in the presence of Shiva. He wanders again in the joy of teaching 247 seeing him, he asks, where is the fear of the sun? Again, the ignorant fools do not know the truth. He sees him as eternally beautiful, he sees the world as a world of illusion. He sees the truth as Shiva-like, so he does not fear time. My devotees are unequaled in the three worlds. Shiva devotees adorn themselves as death to death and Yama to Yama. Know this to be the power of my meditation. O Kartike, my devotees, who abandon their parents and siblings and the things they have bought, place a picture of me in their sandals and trust only in me. I can never abandon such devotees. If I remember my devotee once, I remember him 1,000 times. I place my life on them, I will return without any difference, I will return on their backs. I long for my devotees like a heifer longs for its young. I worry about my devotees. Even if my devotees forget me, I alone will never forget them. They stand where they are standing, I sit where they are sitting. I am constantly waiting for my devotees. If they are scolded, it is as if they are scolded. If they are praised, it is as if they have wrapped themselves around me. Their happiness is my happiness, their sorrow is my sorrow. My devotees are my souls. Indeed, I am he who suffers for the sake of the devotees like a mother for a child, and I am concerned about their well-being. O Kartike, my devotees speak to men with humility, because all animals are happy knowing that they are my form. All things born of men see him as Shiva. They become joyous and full of bliss. There is no one equal to my devotees, whether among gods or men. They are greater than the first. Devotees are my true relatives. Neither the beautiful Parvati nor you have as much kindness towards them as I do. I swear by you, I am the portion of the devotees. 56. Salute the devotees, do not abuse them. Ignorant people abuse the devotees of Shiva, and they will fall into hell along with their clan. They will bathe in hell for millions of years. Then they will be born in the wombs of the demons. They will lose their sins unless they fall under the mercy of their devotees again. O son, where is the fear of birth and death for those devotees who have attained harmony in me? They will cross the ocean of existence and become one in me. Even if devotees who believe in Shiva and become Shiva's own self-incarnate for thousands of millions of years, there will be no harm to them. A devotee is never a time-worn object. O cave, I will hand over those who have insulted my devotees to Yama. I will flay their backs. The insulters will become sharers of existence. If I greet my devotees, touch them and feed them, I will be satisfied. Again, such satisfaction cannot be obtained by any other form of yoga. I am the body in all bodies. I am the consciousness of the sensory aggregate. Forgetting my own consciousness, I imagine that I am in an inert statue, and I will eat it, saying, eat, eat. My abstract consciousness is in the form of hunger in the stomach of a poor man. When a cry arises, saying, feed me, does he not listen to that word, but rather feeds a stone god? Ignorant people put ghee in the fire during the yajna. What is the result of putting it in ashes? In the same way, all the bodies are well nourished, and what is the result of spending their time in inanimate objects? I call those who differentiate me from my devotees fools. How can Shiva be satisfied? O cave, I am naturally full of all sweetness. I will eat whatever prasadam is offered to the senses. But what is the best body for those who eat? Is it not the face of the devotees who have trusted me? What is the food that is eaten from the faces of the devotees? Because I am they, the good-hearted people of the refuge. Your divine feet are beautiful, true qualities. Animals, that is, birds and animals, are more than stones and other plant materials. Humans are more than animals. Those humans have 4 varnas. Among the 4 varnas, the 2-person household is more. The Shruti reader is more than the 2-person household. The chanter is better than the reciter. The one who knows the meaning of the Vedas is better than him. The righteous are more than him. The unattached are more than them. The doers of good are more than them. More than them are my devotees who have offered themselves, their minds, and all their senses to me. Therefore, know that the service given to my devotees, and the service given to them, is as if they were offered to me. Listen to Girijanananda, among all animals, Shiva is the most worshipped. He is the perfect soul. Since there is only one soul, Shiva, pervading all bodies, to hurt another with speech is like stabbing a thorn in one's own eye. Therefore, O Tarala, know that it is better to please other bodies by bowing down to them through one's actions. I am satisfied by the devotees and through the devotees. 65. Creation that took place as per Shiva's command. O Vimala Matiya, listen, I myself punish as Yama, the sun, moon and stars shine with my fear. The wind bows down to me. Surendra, according to my command, will pour rain with his command. Fire will blaze with my permission, Yama will kill him. As I have said, Brahma will try to create, Vishnu will observe and the world will not be submerged in the waters of the deluge due to my fear. My fear is for everyone. Only my devotees do not fear that they are ahead. I fear them. The devotees will count on me with the power of the meditation of the immortality that is in me. My Trinaka is like that of those who are strong for the stars. 68. New types of devotion. O soldier, there are 9 types of devotion to attain the yoga of knowledge. The pious souls will know this and be happy. I will tell you without any doubt. Listen, the Sattwadi has 3 qualities. He has said that there are 3 types of devotion, namely, low, medium, and high. To worship idols outwardly while wearing the qualities of violence, anger, etc., in the mind is called Tamasadama Bhakti. To worship, serve, with ardent pride is Tamasadama Bhakti. And, to worship, serve, with jealousy is Kamasottama Bhakti. To worship by seeking material pleasures is Rajasadama Bhakti. To worship by relying on the Siddhis is Rajasadama Bhakti. To worship with the Siddhis is Rajasadama Bhakti and great wealth, and to be worshipped is Rajasottama Bhakti. Then in the essence, 3 types of devotion are said. To worship me, Shiva, saying, O God, there is none other than you who can destroy the sins of my birth and birth. You alone can save me by washing away my sins, is the Sattvic devotion. To offer all the fruits of one's actions at my feet and to keep one's mind fixed on me is the Sattvic medium. To know that, Shiva is my life-saver, and to follow the path of devotion to me, Shiva, one who is pure and pure, and to think that all duties are mine, Shiva's, without distinction, is the Sattvic best devotion. 73. Nirguna devotion. Son, listen. To surrender one's mind and senses to Shiva, to decide that one's hands, feet and eyes are not one's own but Shiva's senses, and to stand alone in the open, without any association, and enjoy oneself. Devotion is the pure devotion, O Son of the Lord, the pure devotees do not desire anything else. Even if I give them the 4 degrees, they will say, I am the eternal source of joy, and they will be lost in the service of pleasures. It is natural for men to worship God with desire. But what about worshipping without any desire in themselves, you may ask. Only if they worship with disinterestedness will they attain the supreme object. Devotees will worship, serve me for the sake of salvation. This is called lustless service. O Son of the Lord, there are 2 types of unimpaired devotion. One is the image-impaired, the other is pure. The impure. This is the Shruti math. The image-impaired is when the devotee knows the beauty of my head. Forgetting both, self and others, the one who realizes his true self is Shuddha Paroksha. The one who is beyond image is called Bhakti Yoga. Achieve this yoga as I have said. To be ready for this, you will shine with happiness equal to the brightness of 1,000 suns. But with Shuddha Paroksha, you will become liberated from life. First, I will tell you an example of the process of explaining Bhakti Yoga and then explaining Nirguna Yoga. If you want to show the star Arundhati in the sky, first show a big star near it. If you show Arundhati first, its mark will not be visible to the viewer. Similarly, in Nirguna Yoga, which is Shiva himself, the goal of the aspirant does not stop at once. Therefore, Bhakti Yoga should be achieved first with the mind. This yoga is achieved by the virtuous souls, the good ones listened to and read. Those who have attained the knowledge of the form through the power of this yoga will be far away from the world. Any virtuous person, hearing this from it, will stop at the foot of Shiva, contemplating. This is the truth. In the Satyavachana there is no difference. 81. If you pay homage, you will be pleased. If you do not, you will be ashamed. They will only appreciate the taste of delicious food and the pleasures of the senses. They will speak pleasant words, they will slander the devotees of Brahma. It is not appropriate to tell such a lowly officer this matter. When Chandrasekhar preached like this, the cave, which was filled with happiness, became illuminated like the moon of enlightenment. Tears of joy rolled down from his eyes. Seeing Indudhara, his eyes closed. Then in his heart, he meditated on Sri Chidanandatma Guruvara. 83.